Hello, everyone. In this lesson, we are going to explore star anise management techniques. Planting of star anise consists of many management links such as site selection, soil preparation, hole digging and base fertilizer application, planting and tending management, etc. 1. Site selection. In the valley of low mountains and high hills, and the shelters at the foot of mountains, the loam or light clay that is rich in humus, and has deep, loose, fertile and moist soil layers should be selected as the planting site. 2. Soil preparation. Depending on the slope below 25 degrees can be fully reclaimed or made block soil preparation, and the slope above 25 degrees can be made strip soil preparation. 3. Hole digging and base fertilizer application. Holes should be dug in autumn and winter before planting, at the row space of 5 meters, and planting space of 4 to 5 meters. The holes should be at the length, width, and depth of about 50 centimeters, respectively, to which 0.5 to 1 kilogram organic fertilizer, the organic matter is equal to or greater than 45%, and the total nutrient is greater than 8%, should be applied as the base fertilizer, and then backfilled with surface soil at the thickness of 10 to 20 centimeters. 4. Planting. It is generally planted from late February to early April in spring before shoot germination, and it is suitable to be planted in rainy days. Before planting, backfill the surface soil to the hole, and then after placing the seedling vertically, backfill the surface soil to 1/2 of the hole depth, and then pull the seedling to make its root system stretch, and then tread down, and backfill loose soil. After planting, water sufficient root fixation water, and if condition permits, cover the rhizosphere with grasses for moistening, shading and sunscreening. 5. Tending management. 5.1 Shading and moistening. Where there is drought weather in early planting, the soil moisture and seedling growth conditions should be inspected regularly. In order to guarantee survival of the planting and rapid growth of the seedling, a shading degree of about 50% should be guaranteed. At the time of weeding, some weeds can be left appropriately to cover the young growths. 5.2 Earth up and weeding. Clear the weeds surrounding the rhizosphere that influence growth of the trees, and in the meantime, earth up in combination with intertillage, and earth up with pond soil or fertile soil, earthing up 100 to 200 kilograms per tree of young growths every year in general. 5.3 Fertilizer application. This is generally performed together with earth up and weeding. At the time of fertilizing and sprouting, apply 0.3% urea. For young growths, fertilizer is generally applied once a year from June to July, with nitrogen fertilizer or compound fertilizer, nitrogen to phosphorus to potassium equals 15 to 15 to 15, of 50 to 150 grams per tree. And then from the second year, fertilizer is applied from January to March and from July to August every year consecutively, with compound fertilizer, nitrogen to phosphorus to potassium equals 15 to 15 to 15, or star anise special fertilizer of 100 to 150 grams per tree. The fertilization amount can be increased along with growth of the trees, and for mature trees, fertilizer can be applied reasonably in accordance with the fruiting and fruit drop conditions. Fertilization method: open fertilizer application hole or trench between 2 trees, and then backfill the soil after application. 5.4 Trimming and pruning. When young growths that are 3 to 4 years old grow to be about 2 meters tall, make truncation, and leave 1 to 2 strong telomes to cultivate as the trunk. Bare branches, shaded branches, weak branches, diseased branches, and dead branches should be trimmed. 5.5 Pest control. Main diseases and insect pests are anthracnose, brown spot disease, and sooty mold, etc. The main insect pests are star anise gall mites and Dilophodes elegans Seneca prout. The principle of prevention first, integrated management should be followed, employing physical control measures such as ventilation, lighting, and flood prevention, with biological control using natural predators as the main approach, and chemical control as a supplementary measure. In this lesson, we have learned about the site selection, soil preparation, hole digging, planting density, and field management of star anise. Besides, the key points cover the planting density and tending management of star anise. That concludes this class. Thank you, everyone.